we heard about the 6-foot wax statue of Abraham Lincoln there in Washington, D.C. that has lost its head? With triple-digit temperatures threatening the city, the 6-foot statue didn't fare very well. First, the sun caused the president to slouch dramatically in his chair, and pictures of the artwork took off on social media. People said he looked extremely tired. Hi everyone, I'm Mary with MaryGreeley News. Thank you for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. The artist said the sculpture was meant as a reflection on Lincoln's abolitionist legacy. The head of Abe Lincoln eventually fell off. Kind of symbolic when you think about what happened to him in life. The head of the statue is now under repair, leaving a wire sticking out of the 16th president's neck. The head went first, then one of the legs dripped off its torso, and a foot turned into a blob. The chair sank into the ground. The memorial rests on the site of Camp Barker in Washington, D.C., a Civil War-era refuge camp that housed formerly enslaved and freed African Americans, now the home to an elementary school. It was placed outside of Garrison Elementary School as part of the Wax Monument series by Virginia-based artist Sandy Williams IV. The replica is more than just a wax statue. It is also a candle, and this is not the first time it had issues with melting. One of the first statues that he created was installed at the same location last September, but the first version of the wax monument included over 100 wicks that were prematurely lit, melting a significant portion of the art institution ahead of the dedication ceremony. A newer version was later installed in February, having strategically placed with fewer wicks. A plaque before it read, "Please blow out your wick within 1 to 2 minutes." That replica, commissioned by a nonprofit Cultural DC, was the third installation of Williams' 40 Acres Archives, the Wax Monument series, which includes wax replicas of popular monuments and cultural symbols. The first sculpture that he made had over 100 wicks and was not meant for people to light them all at once. But before they were to have its unveiling, the community engaged. People found the sculpture without any sort of prompt, and then they noticed it had wicks, and they lit all the wicks and left it melting for days. So days later, when they came for the unveiling, it had already melted halfway and was headless. The first statue was installed in September of 2023, and then they put in a second one in February of 2024. The second statue having only 10 wicks and weighed some 3,000 pounds. Supposedly, the wax had a melting point of 140 degrees. So either the company miscalculated about the temperature for the wax melting, or it got much hotter there in D.C. than what the weather reports were. But Abe Lincoln was overcome by the heat once again. Evidently, too, his right leg was stolen and then returned about a week later. I don't know what that was all about. At one point, Lincoln's head perched so precariously that staffers at the Cultural DC, the nonprofit organization that commissioned the work, attempted to straighten it. But it was a lost cause. So early on Monday, they took Lincoln's head away for safekeeping with plans to reattach it on Tuesday. Yeah, the wire spokes that kept the former president in place was all that remained. The statue was placed underneath trees. Presumably the trees would give some shade for the wax statue so it would last longer. But the sun evidently became relentless, and over the weekend, Lincoln began to ooze, melting like a soft-serve ice cream on a scorching summer day. The wax wasn't supposed to melt until it reached 140 degrees, and it makes you wonder if the company that provided the wax even did a test on it to see what temperature it would have melted. The artist said that he was interested in highlighting the Reconstruction era histories that may have been forgotten. He said, "We learned that Lincoln freed the slaves, but not necessarily what happened to these new free black communities." Placing Lincoln in a neighborhood far from the National Mall helped to make that connection with people who might not otherwise see it, Williams said. The artwork cost a total of $150,000, which included the cost of the replacement statue after the first Lincoln burned. The statue was scheduled to remain in its location until September, but now they're trying to decide what to do with it. So should it be repaired? Should they take it down? What are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.